verify that. Alam mo, mainit yung silang, yung laundering of money because of yung terrorism. Oh, dalawa yan palagi yung mga account niya. Joint yan. Puro Chinese. But if you file a case, bumakuha mo talaga, the bank will not give you the account. Pero kung sabihin mo that he has a deposit there, they will say yes. He is a depositor here, and they will give you, but the account number, and even if he signs, lahat na cosigner niya, puro in check. Wala siyang, kung hindi magpirma yung isa, wala. And it is not made public that the cosigner, the Chinese there, is also waiving. Because yung money laundering agreement is very strict. Pero definitely, ang amount niya na pinaikot niya is less than the amount that would raise the red flag. 500,000 gano'n. Pakialaman ka na eh. Kaya dito sa ating Pilipinas, if you make a deposit of 400 gano'n, okay lang. But if you make a deposit of 500, may red flag ka agad yan. At central bank, the same. Pero but he's the one lying. Marunong eh. He has perfected the art of crime.
You previously, sir, mentioned that you will be revealing his bank records. Are you still going to do that? And kasama po ba itong sinasabing offshore accounts?
Yes, we are building a case. Mahirap kasi. Bank secrecy law. Kagaya rin sa kay Marcos, hanap yung and still, sabi ni Amy, meron, gusto nilang, that was her explanation, and I said, well, I will make it possible. Then I will pass it to Congress. Congress might decide to pass an enabling law for anybody to, ang kausap na niyan is Department of Justice, then representative of the Finance, then Central Bank. Hindi yung sabi na moronic ako na pumayag. I cannot agree or disagree with a proposition na wala akong authority. The President, remember, only enforces the agreements. The President cannot make the agreement and enforce it for yung isang moron na kagaya ko. Sabi niya moron for his education.
Last, sir. So, what is your response sa challenge niya, sir, dun sa waiver daw po sa inyo?
I will make it public. There's in a few days. But I'm giving you the caveat that there's much thing to do, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Pero it is enough that the people know that he has so many bank accounts. Ang delikado sa kanya, sa Amerika, meron siyang deposit doon. Alam mo, ang Amerika, pag nag-deposit ka doon, then you are engaged in money laundering, bibirahin ka. Doon mismo, they will prosecute you. Baski hindi ka napunta ng Amerika, transmitted, forward ka lang ng pera. Even if you did not commit physically the crime there, mayayari ka. Kaya maraming mga company, yung mga Hyundai, ganon, the other pay penalties amounting to millions. So, delikado siya dyan.
Sir, I'm talking about the waiver that he's challenging you to issue to cover your BPI accounts.
Meron na ako. Matagal na ako.
Sir, pero hinihingi po yung may detailed transaction history, which I believe yung SPA na in-issue nyo before does not cover.
Do what?
He's looking for a detailed transaction history and a waiver addressed to the Ombudsman and AMLAC.
Ganito yan eh. If Trillanes wants to find something of fault in me, tell him, go somewhere else and fly a kite. In the same manner that if you want to get evidence, do not get it from my mouth. You must be stupid even if it is true or false. Bakit kita give you the pleasure? Kung gusto siya maghanap siya. Bakit niya ako damayin? Ako, I had to go to lengths of mga pakiusap sa mga kontak.
Thank you, sir.
And I think if I were not the president, I would not be able to get that. But itong Amerikano, pati yung iba, they are very strict sa money laundering because ang concern talaga, and you can ask them, is drug cartel pati terrorism. Especially yung transmission. Kaya si Noblesa, nalaman namin yung terrorism So, nakuha namin. Ito, Mandilon, but we have to prove to them. Kasi lahat ng account niya below the amount that would raise the alarm. Marunong talaga ang... This is a guy that who spent public money for his education and all. And pag magkudita, tapos ayan, manghingi, and he has a debt problem. Believe me, he has. Kaya natagtaka ako kay Ombudsman. That's why I'm criticizing her. Why are you so selective? Wala kaming nakitang dilaw na in-expose mo. The last victim na ano ninyo dyan sa partisanship was Senator Honasan, Gringo.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Pia Gutierrez of ABS-CBN.
Hi, sir. Good evening. Sir, the Congress approved the 1,000 peso budget for the Commission on Human Rights. First, I just want to get your reaction, sir. And also just want to know if this is your direct order to the majority.
No, he had it coming. Kindly sit down. It could be a lengthy explanation. Ganito yan eh. Ito si Gascon, palimbasa, pro-dilaw talaga. He opens his mouth in a most inappropriate way. And he conducts the business of being CHR. Walang alam. Yan, galit ang mga congressman. Wala akong ano sa kanya, bigyan mo yan ng budget for all I care kung anong gusto niya investigahan. When you are an investigating agency and you are empowered to investigate and to prosecute recommendation, itong gagong Gascon na to, nakikialam pa doon sa during the incident. Huwag kang pumasok dyan. Palibasa nga hindi nga abogado ang tuntok. Pag may magpadala ng investigador, at pati siya pumupunta, then there will be a time na yung resulta ng investigation sa baba, papasok yan sa opisina mo, mga report ng mga investigador mo. Then, wala ka ng, because you have already conclude na mayroong violation dito, ganon. Ang gawain mo, maghintay sila. They cannot just investigate. Wala naman silang prosecutorial power. Bantayan nila na yung police, tignan nila, decollate. Ipunin. Then they make a study and then they file the appropriate recommendation. Pero kung makihalo ka doon sa police, makipagkalkal ka rin, then pagdating doon sa opisina mo, there is a foregone conclusion already, how are you supposed to be neutral? Ikaw na yung police, ikaw pa yung fiscal. Tapos when you decide to prosecute, ikaw yung judge. Kaya yan na baraw. Ang ibig sabihin, tunto. Palibasa nga, hindi nga abogado. And if you are not sure of yourself or where you stand, you might as well just maybe shut up. Ngayon yung 1,000 na binigay lang ng Congress opisina niya kasi galit ang Congress sa kanya. Pero ako naman, since it is really an organ of government, it's a constitution, maybe someday they might review their decision. Ako naman, I'm not here to destroy institutions. Pero galit yung pagkaganon, ibig sabihin, napika yung look at Marawi. Day 2, how do you pronounce it? Day 2. Nag-issue na agad ng statement nang papapabad sila ng human rights investigator. Kaya talaga ako napika nitong putang inan to. Gusto mo makita kita, masampal kita. You know, because the human rights will not investigate the Maote or the ISIS. The Human Rights Commission is geared to investigate government abuses and mistakes, shortcomings, whatever. Nagpunta na ka, ano mang investigahan niya na at doon that days, nine Marines. Kasi sabi ko, pag makita niyo yan, sali niyo, barilin niyo yan. You're obstructing a warder that magtanong-tanong ka sa mga sundalo, kita mo, bakit ako galit dito? I have lost so many soldiers and policemen. Who declared the martial law? Ako. Who sent the policemen to hell? Ako. And the soldiers. At the end of the day, who would do the explanation? I will. Kaya tapos, bago pa lang, sige na kayo ng salita dyan. Ay, sabi nila matagal. Kasi pinigil lang ko yung military. That's why I won the third month. Kasi how am I supposed to decide that? Sabi nila, there are 70 hostages. Ngayon, 120. Sabi nila, as far as 300. Pag binumba mo yung moske, pugpugin mo yan, patayin mo lahat doon. Would it sit well with the Muslim world? You have to remember, hoy, mga juto, that there are about 2 million Filipinos working in the Muslim states all over. Remember that. You just cannot decide na, sige, patayin mo, bumbahin mo yung moske. Paano yung mga Pilipino na doon sa Middle East? Pakatay mo. Hindi ganun kadali kasi ang trabaho ng madali. Kasi sabi ko sa military, huwag ninyong pulpugin yung moske. Tapos gusto nilang pumasok, sabi ko, pag-isipan ninyong mabuti because once there is an overt act to puputulin yung ulo lahat. Kung ilinya yung ulo na yan, sino naman yung tao magtanungin ng Pilipino? Why? Sino magsagot? Military? They act upon the orders of the President. Police? Ako na yan. Panagot. Hindi sila. Performance of duty na in obedience to the lawful authority, the President to give the order. Me? Well, my job is to protect the people and defend the nation. That's the long and short of my relationship with the military and the rest of the police and all armed forces, which includes the CAPGO, pati security. All armed forces. Armed. May armas. Madali sabihin. Tingnan mo yung gira niya. Sabihin ko lang, pasukin na ninyo yung bukas. Sabi ko, maghanap kayo ng paraan. Sabi nang kita pa, sabi ko, wala akong magawa niyan. Maawa kayo sa akin, marami akong isipin na burden. Karga ko lahat yan. Ang mga kababayan natin sa labas, karga ko yan. Hindi lang dyan, it's not a simple matter of a law and order existing in Marawi. It has so many consequences and implications.
Okay, next question. Leila Salaveria of Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Bago ka man, ma'am, no?
Hindi, sir. Hindi po.
Dati ka na rin.
Opo. Since June. Good evening, sir. Sir, you said last week that the killings of teenagers could be part of the plan to sabotage the police. Have you identified who these suspects are?
Maybe. I'm trying to. There's the sabotage. So why do you have to kill a teenager? What's your purpose? What will you get? At bakit ko gawain yan sa Pilipino? Na ako yung presidente. Why would I kill innocent persons? Ano ako, si Trillanes? By the way, si Trillanes, sabi niya, Duterte should see a psychiatrist. Pumunta na po ako ng psychiatrist. Nagpakonsulta na ako. Tapos there was a series of questions at binigyan ako ng aptitude test. Pagkatapos sabi niya, bata, maswerte ka. Bakit, sir? Doc, stage 1 ka lang sa insanity. Yung isang pasyente ko, stage 3. Sabi ko, sino yan sa doc? Di, trililing. Kaya nga trililing tawag eh. Di, sabi ko, Doc, paano ko malaman na stage 3 ako? Sabi niya, when you act like Trillanes, or what is he doing now, stage 3 ka na. So yung insanity ni Trillanes, siya may kasalanan. Sabi niya, punta ako ng psychiatrist. Nang natimingan ko, psychiatrist din pala niya. Stage 1 ka, bata. Pero maswerte ka, yung isang kliyente ko, stage 3. Sino yan, sir? Huwag ka lang magalit, ha? Sabihin ko ang pangalan. Sige, sir. Si Tririling. Ano? Paano ko malaman stage 3 na ako? Kung asta mo, pareho kay Trillanes ngayon, yan na yan. Stage 3 ka na. So, ay salamat. Malayo pa pala.
Sir, going back to the saboteurs, wala pa po kayong pinaghihinalaan kung sino yung behind these killings?
Siyempre, hindi ko rin sabihin dito. Baka membro ko rin.
Pero sir, based on the information that you got, how exactly are they planning to use this and what's their end game?
Again, the question is very clear.
Sir, based on the information that you got, how exactly are these saboteurs planning to use the killings against the administration and what is their end game?
I don't know. It's always, alam mo, politika dito eh. Ang politics dito sa Pilipinas, siraan talaga. Before the election, billion ang 211. Sabi ko, you are in power. Get it from the banks. Kayo in power ngayon. Ngayon, nagpirma ako ng yung waiver. Gusto pa ng, sabi ko, gago ito. Nagpakita ka ng account, nag-waive ako, gusto pa niya ng iba. Sinuwerte ka. Sabi ko, wala ako niyan. Sinasabi ko, nag-waiver na nga ako eh. Sabi mo, billion. 211 million. O sabi ko, kung meron ako niyan, mag-withdraw ako pagka-presidente. Ngayong presidente na ako, kung meron ako niyan, bababa ako pagka-presidente.
Thank you.
Sige, ibigay ko sa kanila. Kasi ang mag-Secretary of National Defense siya man daw. O ambisyon niya alam mo ito si Trililing, adre kung bright ka, bakit hindi ka Vice President? Ako yung minamata mo, ako yung Presidente. Ikaw yung believe sa sarili, sobra. Alam mo kung mahusay ka na magiting ka talaga na lalaki, if you are really that wise and that bright and everything, you ought to, or you should be the Vice President now. Kaya tumahimik ka nga, doon ka lang sa kudita. Yan ang ano niya, style niya, tigas-tigas gano'n. And once, my son, I said, hindi lang sinabi ni Pulong. Sabi ko, look, pag magtanong siya, Mr. Senator, you want me to go to prison, correct? Yes. And you want evidence, is that right? Yes. So, you want to get the evidence now. That's why we have this hearing, right? Oh, yes. Eh, ganun talaga ang sagot niya. You want me to go to jail, right? But you're looking for the evidence, correct? Yes. Kung hindi ka gago, get your evidence somewhere else. Do not get it from my mouth. Bakit ako gamitin mo sarili ko? Loko-loko ka ba? Yan ang problema sa hindi abogado, tapos pa-bright-bright. Pagalit-galit, patapang-tapang. O kita mo yun, gusto ni Gordon na expel siya. It might come because yung behavior niya talaga. Ako, ganun rin. Maybe, kung ako rin ang nasenador, ma-expel kasi yung bunganga ko minsan kasi hindi ko mapigilan. Ewan ko.
Okay. Mr. President, our last question po. Joseph
Sir?
Morang of GMA7.
Sir, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Sir, hindi na ako tatayo, baka makaharang lang. Sir, I'd like to go back to Senator Trillanes, and I just want to make sure that I don't misquote or misunderstand what you said. You said that for him to just go somewhere else and fly a kite. So in relation to his dare, you're not calling the dare, sir. I mean, you're declining his dare, no?
Ibig sabihin, I don't know his IQ, the IQ quotient. Maybe he's just lucky that he was able to enter PMA. But ang quotient nito tingin ko ni Trillanes, it's about 14. Hindi nga mabot ng 15. And look at his crazy thing, his many antics dyan sa senador. Calling the senators by name, insisting on a question that is not really relevant or not allowed to be asked. Hindi man niya alam yung mga ganon. Yung the right to silence. You know, when I say, I will not answer you because my answer might incriminate me. It's just yung blanco nga wag mo ako manghanapan ng mali. Gusto mo wag sa bunga nga ako. And you cannot draw an inference when I invoke a constitutional right. In the same manner, pag sinabi mo, I did it because of press freedom, I cannot infer na ayang babae na yan, galit ka o nabayaran. No one is allowed to make any adverse inference for some guy using his constitutional right. You cannot draw anything. You cannot infer, you cannot imagine anything bad because it is sacred. Hindi mo sabi na silence means consent. It's not allowed. That constitutional right is perfect. Wala ka masabi dyan na kukuha ka ng mga inferences na baka ganito, talaga nagsisinang. It's not allowed.
Sir, just to be very categorical about it, as dared, are you willing to sign the waivers to your bank accounts?
ilang beses ba, niluloko niya ako. Taranta. Sabi, ilang beses sa kampanya. During the election, you were around, kayo ang na-assign sa akin ng mag-cover eh. Anong ginawa niya? Tapos ngayon, ako ng presidente, gagawain pa rin niya. So sabi ko, ikaw Trillanes, kung bright ka talaga, tangina, vice president ka na ngayon. Eh, bakit ka natalo?
Sir, last na lang.
No, can give you until 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, we waited for you, sir.
Order tayo ng breakfast dito, magpa-cater tayo. Bayaran mo.
Okay lang, sir. Okay lang, sir. Charge sa office po. Policy naman yan.
Okay.
Sir, may nabanggit ng si Pulong kanina during the press conference sa Davao, but I don't know if you're made aware of what he said. May sinabi siya dun, sir, na isang former president and 3 other people who met at the U.S. Embassy to discuss maybe a strategy to deal with him, and by association with you, Ren. Would you be able to disclose such information also?
I do not know anything about that. But I meet, hindi naman regular, but my favorite talking, ano dyan, si President Ramos, si Gloria Arroyo. Yung isa, ano kayong tsura niya? Kalimutan ko na. Ano ba yun siya? May buhok tapos may bigote. I cannot remember his face. That I do not talk to him. Kaya sabi niya, there was his reaction by a lady senator. Pero ayaw ko na lang ulitin. He was asked that, how do you find the campaign against illegal drugs? Sumagot siya, wala mang nangyari. Sige, gunggong ka talaga. What nangyari? Wala nangyari. Karami ko ng pulis pati sundalo namatay. Tapos walang nangyari. Ganon katindi ang droga. Last 2 days, 2 ang patay ko na pulis. Sinabi ko sa inyo, nag-average ako ng 2-3 pulis buong Pilipinas patay. One I think was in Bicol, the other one was here in Manila. Caloocan, na mayroon silang raid na naman doon, inunahan na sila. At, tinamaan talaga sa ulo. Marawi, how did we start the war? There was this implementation of a warrant of arrest. Pagdating doon, lumaban, bakbakan na. What was the warrant? Drugs. So, yun ang plus point sa Marawi. Yun na, tuloy-tuloy na, bakbakan na. Then from a simple drug enforcement, it rumbled on to a rebellion. That forcing me to declare martial law. Ito namang isang mga left, paggunggong, sinabi ko na right, this is not intended for the left because we are having talk. In deference to the talks, ito sabi ko para lang dito sa Marawi. Nakikisali pa doon sa drama. Martial law, diktador. Kung mag-resign lang ako, kung siguro ang vice president, si Gordon o si Mijaldia, tagal na ako nagbitaw, uwi na ako sa amin. Tapos na ako, yan lang pala ang presidente, magpirma, tapos magsakay ng lancha, matulog doon sa bahay. Kung nakita mo niya ako, pagkatapos trabaho hanggang 2:00 ang madaling araw, sakay ako ng lancha, balik doon, maligo, tulog. Pag umaga, kain, diretso na. Yan lang pala eh. Akala ko na palasyo. Tangina, palasyo, puro kahoy. Pangalan lang yan.
Ay, DOJ Secretary Aguirre na mag-resign po sa pwesto matapos po yung incident.
Sabi nila
Nagka-text po, sir, during hearing.
that is a very naive. Ayaw ko lang anuhin si Montevero. When two persons talk and you are not a party to it, do not draw conclusions of what they're talking about. For all you know, ang pinag-usapan ng mga gago, babae.
Sir, may picture po dun sa text messages, sir, sinasabing parang minamadali po na makasuhan si Senator Ontiveros. Parang minamadali po nila na makasuhan si Senator Ontiveros. Yung exchange po ng text messages po.
In connection with what?
Hindi na mention, sir, eh. Basta may yung ka-text niya, sir, from VACC or Congressman Paras, ang sinasabi po nila na sila po mag-file ng kaso, mamadaliin daw niya po daw.
No, alam yan, ma'am. Puri talaga.
Pero wala po tayong ginagawa, sir, na yung mga critics po ng administrasyon na makasuhan po sila. Masampahan po ng kaso, makulong.
Sino? Senator?
Yung mga, in general, sir, Senator Ontiveros, sir, yes po. And other critics po ng administrasyon.
Mamula talaga ang alam yan. I've been in Davao for the last 2 days. So, kasi may mga commitment din ako. I've been to Marawi the other day. Ayun, marami. Sino sa makita ko, nagputok-putukan pa doon. I think I was, beside us was a gunner sa 90RR. Sige, pagputukan o. Yung mga, kasama ninyo. Ang tatapang rin. They covered us.
All right. Thank you.
Sir, nagkaroon po kasi ng negative...
Ikaw ang gusto kong samahin sa Marawi.
Ay, sir. Oh. Sir, regarding yung...
Kasi kung makita kanila, mesmerize, is that the right word? They will stop pulling the trigger and just maybe... they will put you in the... Pero just to see your face closer.
Baka lalo magkagulo, sir. Sir, regarding your trip yesterday to Marawi, nagkaroon po ng negative reactions on social media ang pagpasok po ng grupo ninyo sa Grand Mosque sa loob ng main battle area. Sinabi po ng ibang Muslim na very insensitive daw po yung pagpasok ninyo na naka-boots, hindi daw po ninyo tinanggal yung inyong mga sapatos, and Asik Moka Uson also was not wearing a hijab.
Yung bintana nila for of rubbles and glasses. Para ka matinik. Tapos pagbanasok ka, papatitanos ka na naman. Makita mo sa floor, may IED nga doon eh, yung pressure, maraming basag na gusto magtinikling ka doon. Look, I am a grandson of a Moro lady. I know the religion, I know the culture. Huwag hanap kayong dyan sa Marawi. Hindi kayo lahat. Hindi ako galit sa inyo. But you guys, kayong mga maote, should take the blame for all. Ganon yan eh. He who is the cause of the cause is the cause of them all. Ikaw yung nag-umpisa, kainin mo yan, tiisin mo yan kasi ikaw yung He who is the cause of the cause is the cause of them all. Magpasugat kami ng paa. I respect Islam. That was the religion of mine. There was no... It was not meant to disrespect or dishonor ayaw ko lang matinik, pati yung lahat. Kasi matanda na ang pumasok, si Speron, ako, alam mo, pag masugatan kami, yung matatanda na, putang antagal mag-heal. What it would take, maybe an ordinary soldier yan, yung sundalo na yan, ngayon, edad niya, tamaan niya ng bala, titilaan lang yan, wala na yan. Pero kami matinig, kami wala na. Hindi na maayos. Because when you are old, the healing is very, very slow. Kaya kami takot matumba because kung ma-fracture, ganon. Before anything else, it is the right of preservation. Kaya lang kami doon nag-standby. Ayaw marin ang ground commander doon, nandoon kami na pumuputok. Ako gusto kong tignan. Sabi niya, wag, diyan ka lang. Sabi niya, pumasok ka kasi yung bala, ulo. Do not draw unpleasant inferences because nobody wants to dishonor a religion. Me especially. Tagaroon yun, Lanao del Sur talaga ang forebears ko. Lola married a Chinese guy. So marami silang bakery noon sa Iligan, pati sa Cagayan.
All right. Thank you so much po, Mr.
Magpunta
President.
tayo doon, bigyan ko kayo pan. Masarap ang pag next time po, magkain tayo ng kape. Ano? Ay tama, alas 12 na. Mia Reyes, ang pinakasikat sa, ano yung opisina mo nga, PCO? PCO. Happy birthday. Nahiya ka? Hindi, blow out mo na siya. Ngayon, kain tayo sa Jollibee. Ako mag-blow out sa'yo. Sama kayo. Sama kayo? Kaya kung magsama kayo, hindi, mag-uwi na ako. Ikaw, ma'am. Kung ayaw lang sumama, basta ikaw na lang.
All right. Thank you so much po, Mr. President, and maraming salamat po. Good morning.